I was so happy when I saw this. One of my favorite moments in Pokemon is when they add new. I highly recommend that you give it. Like, what are the chances? They're just joking around. Could have gone so differently had. Is it worth pumping some main skill seeds on it? Hello everyone, it is Wednesday. I am very excited because there was just news that was dropped about Chansey that's coming to the game. But before we get into that, let's do our daily rotation of stuff. I actually had to sleep with my daytime team because Wigglytuff over here barely was proccing her skill. So my team was very low energy and I don't have enough energy pillows to go around. I also found out that I had 2 Meowths in my box that were pretty good to use. One is shiny, one is not. The better one was the non-shiny one. So actually, this is him over here, and I named him Remy after my cat back at home. Well, not my cat, my mom's cat, but reminds me of him. Alright, so let's see, session number 641, what sort of Pokemon showed up. I actually caught 2 Pokemon at Greengrass, and it's been so long since I've been there, so the spawn pool has updated since then, okay? So I'm seeing some Pokemon and I'm like, whoa, they have that here? So quite the pleasant surprise. I totally forgot that taking naps during the early part of the week is not really good. I took one on Monday. Really regret that. Oh look, a Wigglytuff. And there's nothing I want to catch. But yeah, I took a nap on Monday. Instantly regretted it earlier, so I'm just gonna wait until I'm like higher strength before I consider taking naps. I think maybe I can throw a bonus biscuit at Vulpix, but I already have a decent Ninetales that I use, but I guess if it's good I can definitely upgrade it. Flaffy's hungry. Wobbuffet is always hungry, I feel. So if I give this bonus biscuit to Vulpix, I'm 1 over, but it's going to be a guaranteed catch. There's really nothing else that I want to catch. Alright, so let's end the snack time. I'm at 19 biscuits, so I need to be very careful because with this upcoming event happening, I think I'm going to be spending quite a bit. I'll do Wigglytuff candy just so that early game players can collect some more candies to raise up their Igglybuff. Igglybuff to Jigglypuff might take a while because you need to sleep with it. And I think that's going to be the case for Happiny to Chansey as well, because in the games they hold a stone to increase their happiness and then you can evolve them. Let's see. It is Mono Beans. Skill level up M, helping bonus, inventory up S and M, and then skill level up. So yeah, the one I have is kind of better. Alright you guys, so we are moving right along because there has been some news that's been released. I was so happy when I saw this. This is like a bundle of joy, all in a picture, confined in pixels. But let's look into it. The new arrivals of Happiny, Chansey, and Blissey. So I'm very happy. This has a sentimental space in my heart because my first favorite Pokemon was actually Chansey before Lucario and Riolu were introduced. And I just love Chansey. I love how she's like matchy-matchy with Nurse Joy. When they added her evolution to Blissey, I was like, I appreciate it, but at the time I wasn't like so stoked about it. Now that I'm older, I love it. It's like magical girl vibes and everything. And Happiny, when they introduced baby Pokemon, and Happiny was one of them, I was like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. So I'm super happy. There have been reports of Pokemon appearing that we haven't seen around here before. Maybe this is thanks to the sleep research you've all been conducting. It may be possible to encounter them during sleep research sometime soon. So it's 3 new arrivals, they're all normal type, and I am very much looking forward to this. So they are coming to the game on May 5th, and they will be appearing at Greengrass Isle, Cyan Beach, and Snowdrop Tundra. When I saw Snowdrop Tundra, I was like, that's quite random. I don't imagine it in a wintry setting, you know what I mean? But I guess because it's rotund and there's enough thickness to insulate it, it makes sense. I don't know, I just don't think of it as like something that would be in snowy terrain. And look at their eggs. If you look really closely, Happiny's egg is actually sideways, which is so adorable. And in the games, the soft boiled egg move, like that soft boiled egg always looks so yummy. But speaking of eggs, there is going to be a spring festival for 2025. Back in 2024, it was the flower festival, but held at a different time period, I think. But it is the spring festival, and this is going to be a week-long event when Snorlax's requested dish will be set as salad. and the final strength value for the dishes will be multiplied by 1.5. To commemorate this event, 2 new salad recipes will be added around May 1st at 11 a.m. Also, Pokemon who collect fancy eggs or pure oil are more likely to appear. So it seems like Delibirds might appear more. I was actually on a hunt for a Delibird and I caught one yesterday, but I don't think I'll be using it because I think with the introduction of Happiny, Chansey, and Blissey, hopefully their first ingredient slot will be eggs because it just makes so much sense. And because they can evolve, there's just more carry limit to them as well. I think this will help out so much for my egg issue. On top of that, with Delibird, they're hard to come by and then they require so many friendship points to catch. So actually what I've been using is my Ampharos, and she's been doing an okay job at farming eggs for me when I need eggs, but I want a better egg farmer. So the event is happening in all areas starting on May 5th, and these are the bonuses. So on all days, certain Pokemon will be more likely to appear during sleep research. So the final strength for dishes will be multiplied by 1.5 during the day, but if that dish is extra tasty, you get a 3 times multiplier. And that multiplier only increases even more on Sundays, where on Sunday, the multiplier will now be 4.5. And this is one of my favorite event bonuses because it allows you to level up some dishes. So for early game players, this is a great time for you to level up dishes as well, especially if salads aren't your strongest. Early game for me, I definitely struggled a bit with salads as well. So the multiplier for the strength definitely helped to level it up. What they don't prepare you for though is seeing the dip in numbers after the event ends. Like, that is always so hard to see. But dishes will be set to salad, so Snorlax will only request salad. During sleep research, 1 Pokemon will for sure arrive hungry, always nice to see that. And a few Pokemon of different sleep types will appear during sleep research regardless of your sleep type for that day. So these are the Pokemon that are more likely to appear. So obviously at greater appearance rate, there's Happiny, Chansey, and Blissey. You guys, I'm just so happy for the Happinys. You guys, like, you have no idea. I'm just so happy that Chansey is coming to the game. I've already seen this spoiler on Reddit, but seeing it like announced is just different, you know? Alright, so slightly greater appearance rates, it's going to be Magnemite, Ditto, Togepi, Delibird, Sableye. Sableye. Maybe I can finally catch that Sableye. There's been this one Sableye that's been running away from me since last year. Swablu, Shuppet, Spheal, Riolu, Croagunk, and Cramorant. Magnemite is really nice because it has the skill Pot Expander. So if you happen to find a good one, that will be very great for you, especially when you reach the mid-game, when you no longer have an ingredient problem, but you have like so much ingredients that you don't know what to do with it. And then on top of that, there's a certain point you hit where it's just too expensive to expand your pot, and you have a good rotation of dishes that you're making, but there may be some dishes that you can't make even though you have the ingredients just due to pot size. So Magnemites are great for that. I'm excited about Swablu as well because I'm still on the hunt for a really good Swablu that I want to raise. And Croagunk. I still don't have a really good dedicated oil farmer, so catching a good Croagunk will be nice. I like that Spheal is there too because if I can encounter one, maybe I can catch it and then ready myself for Snowdrop Tundra. But this is a great lineup, and with the event bonuses, for sure one of them will appear hungry, which is even better. So if we take a look over here, you really have to decide for yourself which of the Pokemon you want to prioritize. Is it the new Pokemon that are going to be released? Or is there a gap in what you have right now on your team that you really need to fix? So if I take a look over here, and I know that Spheal and Croagunk are things that I still want to farm, I'm thinking maybe Cyan Beach is a good option for me for the reason I just stated, but also the fact that the list is smaller, so I'm not competing too much with the other spawns. Greengrass Isle is great if you just are beginner because then you get to encounter as much as you can. You have your area bonus that will help you out so that you get more spawns as well. If you're a new player and you're torn between like maps, I would say one, look at that map and look at the list because the list will matter. But on top of that, ask yourself, do you have a solid enough team to go to that map? Have you been building area bonus enough for it? Because ideally you want to make the most out of this event. So if your drowsy power isn't high enough, you're not going to get the full encounters as soon as you would like. So there's also that to consider. But I remember when I was early game, being at Greengrass all the time was great for the reasons I just mentioned. High drowsy power, I got to encounter like all the Pokemons. But now that I'm a little more, I don't even know if I can consider myself a late game player, but area bonus isn't too much of an issue for me, especially at Cyan Beach. So Cyan Beach might be the pick for me. Let me know where you guys are planning to go. I am so curious as well. I also want to note, new players, keep an eye out about Topalo. Topalo tends to have barely any love when it comes to the new Pokemons that come out. The maps just don't really fit it. So if you're going to Topalo and you're hoping to see Chansey, Blissey, or Happiny, be aware that you are not going to encounter them because they're not on the list there. So if you're okay with that, go ahead, go to Topalo. You'll find all those other Pokemon, but if you're really looking for a chance to get Chansey, Blissey, and Happiny, Greengrass Isle or Cyan Beach, probably the best option for you to stay on. And let's take a look at the salads again because they look absolutely scrumptious. One of my favorite moments in Pokemon is when they add new ingredients and new recipes. Like, new Pokemons are fun and stuff, but new ingredients and new recipes just add so much more to the game. Like, there's just so much more liveliness to it. Alright, but in summary, the event is happening in the next week. So next week, maybe for me, I'll try raising the area bonus of Cyan Beach just for the funs of it. I am at area bonus 68 right now, so I mean, I could do that, or I could just wait until the day of the event or the week before. But I am so excited. How fun is that? The spring festival is coming. The air smells a little bit sweeter, a little bit more dewy. Well, not here because in Singapore it's just humid all the time, but I do miss that feeling of waking up early back at home in Canada and you just smell the air. It's just different, it's crisp. It's different from the the crispness that you get during the winter season. During winter, I love opening my windows just to get really nice, clean, fresh air in. Oh, how silly of me. I forgot to do our cheers. This is my coffee. It's looking a little dark today. It's actually pretty gloomy outside as well, but this news was definitely something to brighten the mood. Cheers, everyone. I woke up this morning and my throat just felt sore. Dealing with a little bit of that. I don't know if I'm coming down with something. It has been raining a lot, so sometimes you just get caught in the rain and I get sick pretty easily. So just dealing with like slight headaches, but who knows. Yesterday, I was just having one of those days where I really did not want to go to the gym, but I forced myself to go and I'm glad that I went because in those moments, it's so hard to get yourself to go, but you never regret it when you get it done. And I discovered a new song that I really like and it's very different from what I usually listen to as well. It's this right here from Polo and Pan. It's called Laszlo. And I just really love the vibes. It makes me think of like carefree summer, maybe a dose of nostalgia for a moment in time that you didn't know just fell out of the slips of your hand. And I'm not much of a rooftop house listener, but this one just like resonates with the soul, you know? So I highly recommend that you give it a listen. The album itself is really good. The album where this song is from, I really like it. It's called 2222. Love that. But that was what I was listening to throughout my entire workout session yesterday, which helped me get through it. Usually I like to listen to like, bad bitch energy type of music when I'm working out, but I stumbled across that and I was like, wow, I'm really loving it. So that's like my obsession song right now. And when I have an obsession song, I listen to it until I'm like sick and tired of it. Another thing I want to share with you guys is our little Discord community. They're so funny. Oh, Alfseer, congrats on the chocolate minty Mankey. It definitely gives me like chocolate mint vibes. But in our Discord, we have some members. So Grog started this game where they would show their team and then they would ask people like, what dish do you think I'm working on for this week? And then Wuchama commented and they got it right. So Grog was like, you're gonna get guaranteed shiny next session. And then two other people in our community did that as well, Jude and Hick. And guess what? Wuchama got a shiny, Grog got a shiny, Hick found a shiny as well. Like, it was just so funny seeing it happen and play out because what are the chances? They're just joking around and then it actually happens. So that definitely brightened up my day just seeing that. So I was like so excited for you guys. And I love when moments like that in the community happen because it's like a moment we all share together, you know? And we can all celebrate in that. So that was just so sweet. But on less sweet notes, Black Mirror season 7 came out. I don't know if you guys watched the other seasons or you're up to date with it. So I completed it last week and I love it. I like it way better than season 6. I feel like the direction of season 6 was not really something that drew me to Black Mirror in the first place. It just didn't give that Black Mirror feeling of season 1 and season 2. I feel like season 7 was a bit more truer to its roots, but you definitely feel that Netflix quality to it. My favorite episodes were Eulogy, SS Callister, and Common People. I love Eulogy for the fact that usually with Black Mirror episodes, they kind of talk more or highlight the downfall of technology, and you know, it's more like cautionary tale of what can happen if we're not careful. Whereas Eulogy really focuses on the celebration of life and what technology can do to just bring you a little bit closer to those that have passed and memories that you go through as well. And it was just so heart-wrenching watching it because you just feel so many things and you empathize for them. Navo found a shiny Riolu. Congrats. Love it. But I won't spoil it too much for those who want to watch it, but I really love the depth of what Eulogy had to offer. And I think you're also just reminded of like moments in life where one person may recall something but another person may have recalled it differently, and moments that happened to slip, or things could have gone so differently had X found out about Y, and it's just like you watch it and you're just like, oh my gosh. And then if you guys are gonna watch Eulogy, I highly recommend when you finish watching it, play from the beginning again, because you're gonna notice something. And I did this by chance just out of curiosity, and I did it and I'm like, oh my gosh, how beautifully tied was that? And that made me appreciate the episode even more. So I highly recommend it. If you're a sentimental person like me, I think you'll really enjoy the episode Eulogy as well. And the great thing about Black Mirror is that the episodes are standalone, so you don't have to watch them in order to understand a storyline. So if you don't want to go through the hassle of like watching everything, just watch Eulogy and thank me later. Alright, so let me show you guys the Delibird that I caught yesterday because I was not pleased. Okay, so it is double eggs. Oh, my voice is dying out on me. And at first glance, you might think, wow, the sub skills, that's really good. Ingredient finder, level 10, really good. Skill trigger, I could take that. Inventory up L, really great, especially because Delibird does not evolve. A little late though, but you know what? I was willing to make the investment until it's ingredient finding down. That kind of bothers me. I mean, ingredient finding S basically cancels out the ingredient finding down. There's going to be like a negative 2% difference there, and then I can always sub-skill seed it. But let's be real, if I'm going to sub-skill seed something as a free-to-play player, it better be like 100%, okay? Because sub-skill seeds are really hard to go by. So yeah, there's that. I mean, it could have been so good. I would have been willing to invest it until level 30 just for the eggs, because I only really need eggs for dessert. I find myself not needing eggs for salad and curry. So even if there was eggs at level 60, I don't think I would be leveling it up to level 60. I'm definitely still going to keep it just in case, but let me show you guys the Ampharos that I have. Merino, who farms me eggs as well, but these are the stats, so that's why I decided to invest in Merino and pump quite a bit of main skill seeds on it. I still have 6, I believe, or 5 main skill seeds. I only have 1 sub seed. But yeah, Merino has been my MVP for eggs on dessert week, and the skill triggers for charge strength S is just like top notch. I do have another Delibird, but it's double apples, so that's the reason why I don't use this one. And I don't use it because I already have a dedicated apple farmer. This is Pomme, which is, sorry for the pronunciation for those who speak French. I probably made your ears bleed, but it just means apple in French. And as you may notice, eagle eyes, yes, there is berry finding on this, but it's not the end of the world, especially because the Skeledirge over here, a beast at farming apples. I probably only need to plop it down for a day or two, and I'm good on apples for the entire week. On top of that, with Nightcap Pikachu, I get apples sometimes too, so yeah. Apples are not something I struggle with, but finding this was really nice. When the Paldean starters got released, I was really lucky. I think this was probably my second Fuecoco catch, and then I was like, yeah, I'm done on the hunt for Fuecocos. And then Quaxley too, as you guys saw with Eve. But I'm still on a hunt for a Sprigatito. I have double milk Sprigatitos, but I have a mono milk Squirtle, so I use that instead. So I'm really looking for a potato Sprigatito. And yeah, this is my tiny little collection of ghost type Pokemon. They're so cute. Oh, but let me show you guys Remy. So Remy was hiding in my box, and these are the skills. Very lucky with the skill trigger M on the first slot, and it's a sassy nature. The thing is, okay, Remy only triggered his skill once yesterday. I don't know if it's the nerves or something, but yeah, but not even a double skill trigger. It's a skill specialist, so I was kind of hoping a little bit more. And I'm on the fence as to whether or not I want to dump some main skill seeds, because obviously, if it's only gonna proc like once a day, I'm not really getting much. I can do so much more with this spot on the team. So I don't know, that is my dilemma, you guys. Is it worth pumping some main skill seeds on it? Or do you think I'll regret it? Because I have 5 right now. So I could bring it up to level 7. The max level is level 8. But would that be a silly thing of me to do? That's the real question. The final thing I want to say is that for those of you guys who got the luck incense because of the event reward for this week, I did mention in the previous video, if you are planning to use it, save it for a Sunday. And initially that was what I was gonna do, okay? I was planning on doing that too. But after some thought yesterday, I'm like, you know what? I think I'm gonna hold on to my luck incense for when there's a good sleep day event. Why, you may ask? Because with good sleep day, on the night of the full moon, there's a multiplier to your Drowsy power, which is really good. The night of the full moon will be the biggest increase. The day before and after will be a 1.5. Knowing that I'm going to get double the amount of Drowsy power if it's like on a Saturday or Sunday, my Drowsy power is going to be pretty high. Alright, and so my game plan, because if Drowsy power is high, there's more rarity spawns, there are higher evolution Pokemon, and they come with more research EXP and more dream shards. And what we are looking at right now are the dream shards. So I was thinking, I'm gonna wait for a good sleep day event. I'm gonna pop my Cresselia incense, gonna get even more dream shard EXP, because hopefully I will bring forth a 3-star Cresselia, which will give me quite the handsome amount of dream shards. And then I slap a luck incense as well, and I double that. So that's going to be my game plan. I'm going to hold on to this luck incense for another time. I'm not going to use it for this week. And you can only hold on to 1 legendary incense at a time, so if I use it, it's gone. And we don't know when they're going to come out with them anymore. So it's going to be a little bittersweet parting ways with this, because I am quite sentimental with my items. I have a hard time letting things go, even if they are in a game. And I still have 1 Raikou incense, so maybe we will use that strategy another time when I'm lucky enough to get another luck incense. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the news that we went over. Are you guys happy for Happiny, Chansey, and Blissey? Because I'm so happy. I'm so happy. They're so cute. I just love when cute Pokemon come to the game. Also, let me know where you guys plan to go to for the Spring Festival. Curious to know where you guys are going and what your objectives are. And help a girl out. Should I main skill seed Remy? Should I do it? But until next time, you guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. So until then, take care, good luck, and have fun. Bye.